Hello, I am Mr. P.J. Patil, working as a lecturer in Sharad Institute of Technology. Today I am going to discuss regarding ISO designation of inserts. Earlier in tool engineering, in second module, you have studied about the insert materials. So here I am going to discuss about the designation, means how you are going to identify the insert which is particularly using for either facing or turning. That depend on the operation, and that insert particularly is used for that particular operation. So in facing operation, in champering operation, in boring operation, in turning operation, different kind of inserts are used. So here is the first facing operation, in which the tool is fed transfers to the to and fro motion. In turning, the tool is fed in longitudinal direction. In chamfering, angle of 45 is provided. So different kind of inserts are used, and different kind of tool holders can be used in these different operations. So these are the different kind of operations that can be carried out on CNC turning machines. So you can observe here there is a difference in tool holder. This is a OD profile, this is a ID profile. In this, work is held between centers. Okay, this is a live center, this is a dead center, and this is a chuck, which is conventionally most of the times used in CNCs. So for depending upon the operation, different kind of inserts and tool holders are used. So let us understand CNC lathe. Basically, lathe is a machine where a tool removes the material from the turning cylindrical part. The part is held between the chuck, sometimes between live center and dead center. So many styles are available, such as manual, combination, and CNC. The lathes are usually consist spindle, cross slide, tailstock, and controls. So in this figure, this is a where you get output is a spindle, which is a driving motion. So spindle is a driving mechanism for supplying the power to the chuck. The chuck work holding is the device that holds the workpiece. Okay, we connect this chuck to this spindle. Sometimes we connect live centers. Okay, there is a difference between live center and dead center. In live center, this part is responsible for revolving the workpiece, and dead center is just giving the support and rotating freely into tailstock. And cross slide, it gives motion to the or feed to the tool. So as per the operation, application, material, there are different types of the inserts. Okay, when you consider turning operation, there is a different kind of insert here. There are different shapes are available for different operations: turning, facing, champering, profiling, boring. For application, it is roughing, medium, and finishing. Whether the operation is a rough or whether the operation is a semi-finish or medium, whether the operation is a finish, because for roughing more force is required to remove the material. In case of medium, less force is required, but you can use a bigger depth of cut, and in finishing you are going to use less depth of cut, higher cutting speed, so that we get a better surface finish. So material, as per the raw material, that is a specimen whose machining is to be carried out, the different kind of insert materials are used for these materials, whether it is alloy steel, carbon steel, hardened steel, martensitic stainless steel, okay, aluminum, non-ferrous, cast iron, high tempered alloy. So different kind of materials are used for the specimens, that is raw material. As per that we can use different materials. Okay, what is the basic manufacturing process of material? Whether it is a bar stock that has been prepared from extrusion process or rolling process, then tubing, whether it is a tube, whether it is a cast part, whether it is a forged part. As per that, different kind of inserts are used, because compared to casting, forging is having higher hardness for the same material. So for casting the insert can be different, and for forging the insert can be different as per the tool size. Okay, now as per the tool holder available, depending on that we can use different kind of inserts. Next is turning direction and cutting direction. Most of the times what happens, we are going just for right hand turn, okay, so as per that company requirement they can use only right handed inserts, but in some cases they may use left handed inserts, or they are going to reverse the direction of turning, they may change the direction of cutting. Okay, as per that you can use different kind of inserts, because whenever you are buying an insert in the catalog of that manufacturing company, you may find left handed and right handed inserts as a different. Next is a machine type, whether it is a manual machining, whether it is a Swiss, whether it is a CNC. Swiss is a numeric control, combination of manual and CNC, or it is a other type. Insert geometry, this part we can discuss later, but type V, D are used for finishing operation or light roughing. Shape T, W, C are used for multi application, and for roughing we most of the times use S and R. In most of the companies you may find C type, that is diamond shaped inserts are widely used. Insert size, different size of inserts are available. Insert tip radius, okay, this is also one of the factor which is considered for designation. So insert tip radius. This is the type of the inserts: M type, P type, W, C, S, okay, in which again operations can be classified. It is for roughing, medium, finishing. Different kind of insert shapes available in M style, P style, W style are given in this figure. So this is M style. Then P style, again W style, C style, again in which you may consider external and internal machining. Insert geometry and application. Now you can observe here different type of shapes are available for inserts. Okay, sometimes it is a round shape, square shape, diamond shape, trigon, triangle, 55-degree diamond, 35-degree diamond. Round shaped inserts are used for very heavy duty roughing operations, whereas 35-degree diamond is used for very light and most of the times finishing operation. Okay, likewise, if you consider this, the tool becomes stronger on this side and tool becomes weaker on this side. Both, that is, stronger and weaker inserts are having different applications. For roughing you can use these inserts, and for finishing you can use these inserts. Factors for determining effective cutting edge length. These are some factors we can consider for determining effective cutting edge length. Okay, first, shape. As the insert cutting angle becomes smaller, the strength of the insert declines. As 80-degree triangle insert will be stronger than 55-degree diamond insert. Like I said earlier, circular and square shape can be used for roughing. This 80-degree diamond, trigon, triangle can be used for semi-finishing operation, and 55-degree or lesser than that, maybe use 35-degree diamond shape can be used for finishing operation. Then type. Insert type must be taken into consideration in addition to the shape. Some cutting geometries are designed for roughing and some are for finishing. Then earlier, as we have discussed, the different types, that is M style, P style, S style can be used for determining the effective cutting edge. Then tool holder lead angle. Depending upon the type of tool holder, you can use the different type of inserts and to choose the different cutting edges. And lastly, depth of cut. If the effective cutting edge is not sufficient for depth of cut, you can choose smaller depth of cut or larger insert for machining. Okay, so these are the some variables. This chart can be used for effective insert cutting edge length selection for lead angles, that is depending upon the tool holder. So it is the same as we have earlier discussed. Factors that determines shape, type, tool holder lead angle, depth of cut, variables. Type of insert failure. Different types of failure with different causes, and which is having different solutions for that. So we will discuss the different failures of insert. First of all, edge wear. Edge wear causes due to the higher cutting speed, means you are machining the material with a higher cutting speed and insufficient wear resistance, then that may lead to edge wear. So for that, the solution will be increase the feed, reduce the speed, use insert with a more wear resistance grade, and apply coolant at the constant rate. Next is thermal cracking. Okay, you may observe that due to the increase in the temperature at the surface, this failure occurs, and the reason for that will be temperature change, means higher friction will be developed between tool and workpiece. So for that, we have to reduce the temperature. So solution will be maintain the temperature or apply the proper coolant, or you can reduce cutting speed and feed. Next is chipping. Chipping occurs due to the excessive load, okay, or sometimes sharp cutting edge. If the cutting edge of the insert is very sharp and more force is provided, then chipping may occur. Also, if the cutting speed is high, insufficient wear resistance is there, then chipping may occur. So solution for this will be change edge preparation. Means if you are using an insert for roughing operation, you can use 80-degree diamond shape, or you can use square insert, or you can use round insert. And for finishing operation, you can go for 55 or 35-degree diamond. Edge built up. This is similar to chip formation with built up edge. Okay, earlier you may have studied the types of chips in which discontinuous chip or continuous chip with built up edge, okay, in which a false cutting edge has been developed on the insert surface or on the cutting edge. This is due to the low cutting speed and negative cutting geometry. Okay, if poor lubricity is there, low coolant is there, then temperature will be more, and because of the higher temperature, the workpiece surface or the chips which are removed from the workpiece surface get adhered to cutting edge, and they may develop a built up edge. Depth of cut notching. Here you can observe this is a failure. Okay, this is occurred due to the higher depth of cut. Okay, means higher depth of cut in the sense excessive load is provided on the insert and there is a insufficient wear resistance. Also, if the cutting speed is too high, okay, means you are providing a constant higher load while machining, then that may lead to depth of cut. So avoid this situation in order to eliminate this failure. Next is heat deformation. Heat deformation in the sense if we are using the insert for longer time, constant machining is there, then that may lead to cutting temperature higher and pressure is also higher. Next is crater. If there is an interrupt cut, a sudden load will be there on the insert, and because of that crater may create. And lastly, insert breakage. If the brittleness is higher for the insert and excess load is provided, that may break the insert. So to avoid this failure, you must reduce depth of cut, increase speed, reduce cutting feed, apply proper coolant at a constant rate, check rigidity of the insert and use stronger insert geometry. Insert application chart. This is we have studied earlier, which is having different properties. Okay, so cutting edge strength is higher for these shapes, medium for these, and minimum for these shapes. Insert attitude is stronger for these, weaker for these. Turning application, these are used for roughing, these are used for finishing. Turning operation, this is only external turning. For external turning we can use, but this is having different one. For turning, facing or other operations we can use these tools. And surface finish, here less surface finish, here higher surface finish. In anatomy of insert, different parts are there. Okay, first of all, substrate, this portion, the alloy carbide's property, grain size and cobalt content. So this is the outer part. Then geometry, the physical characteristic of the insert. Okay, this is a trigon. This shape is a trigon shape, so geometry is a trigon. Sometimes it will be triangular, square, diamond shaped, circular. Tolerance, the allowed deviation of all insert dimensions. Okay, so geometrical tolerances. Here you can observe that this shape and this shape is a triangular, but here some extra portion is provided which is given for geometric tolerances. Relief angle, the angle measured from the vertical line perpendicular to the cutting edge of the insert and the cutting face of the insert. So this is a relief angle. Relief angle, sometimes called as a clearance angle, is the angle between cutting edge and workpiece surface, which is required for getting better surface finish. Next is rake angle, angle formed on the insert from the top surface area and the bottom of the insert chip flow area when parallel to the floor. That means on the rack angle the chips are going to flow. Okay, so this is a rack angle from which the chip is going to flow on this side like this. If you are using this edge as a cutting edge, sometimes you can use this edge as a cutting edge, sometimes this edge. Chip breaker, a continuously formation of the chip may result in built up edge. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to cut the chip that can be used in inserts. So you are observing this shape, a different shape has been engraved here. Okay, this is called chip breaker. Whenever the chip is going to flow, it breaks it into small pieces. Edge preparation, the process used to prepare the insert edge cutting condition for specific application and material achieved by honing, chamfering, T-line and any other combinations thereof. So this edge prepared with some process is a edge preparation. Next is coating, thin layer of titanium nitride on the surface of the insert that allows a greater cutting speed, wear resistance and longer insert life. Okay, so coating is provided for this insert. And lastly, grade, a combination of substrate and coating that determines the hardness and toughness of the insert. So different inserts having different grade, and as per that we can use for different applications. So in anatomy of turning tool, this is the insert. Okay, this is a seat. Seat is the portion in which the insert position is secured. So this is a screw used to clamp the insert into seat. This is a clamp. The extra portion, if required, you can use for clamping the insert. And this is a tool holder. So next is designation of insert. There may be earlier 7 characters are used. Nowadays 10 characters are used for insert designation. Okay, we will see one by one, considering this example as CNMG 120408 ENMP. One by one. First character is a insert shape. Okay, in the example it is a C shape. Okay, so C is a diamond 80 degree. Here you can observe the figure. This kind of insert is used here. Means firstly in this first character is a insert shape. Different shapes are available. You can go through this: A, B, C, D, E, H, K, L, M, N, O, P, R, E, S, T, V, W. C and W type turning inserts are often used for roughing machining due to their larger point angle, which makes them more rigid. Insert with smaller point angle such as D, V are often used for finishing operation. Okay, so V, D are used for finishing operation. R, C, W can be used for roughing operation. Industry in mostly used shapes are C type, W type. Second character is a clearance. Most of the inserts have drafted face on the walls. Okay, so this is a face. Sorry, this is a drafted face. Okay, this is called as a clearance. In example, we have considered CNMG. Okay, so N stands for 0 degree clearance. Third character is a tolerance. In example, we have considered CNMG. M, the value for tolerance is plus minus 0.002 to plus minus 0.01, and thickness is plus minus 0.005. Okay, these are the tolerance used for this insert. Okay, tolerance is for IC, and thickness means if you consider the thickness as a 5 mm, then tolerance will be for thickness 5 plus minus 0.005, and if the ID is suppose 6 mm, 7 mm, then tolerance for that will be 6 plus minus 0.002 to plus minus 0.01. So this is the third character. So in the fourth character is the type of, or you can consider design of chip breaker and hole size. Okay, here different chip breakers are available with different holes. So if you consider A, it is only just a cylindrical hole. For A, B, C there is no chip breaker and there is just a hole, where A type is cylindrical hole. Here it is a single countersink, here double countersink. F, there is no hole. Hole is required to hold the insert into the slot provided into the holder, that is seat, what we call it as a seat. Then for G it is a single shape, then countersunk, double countersunk. Okay, here single sided chip breaker is there, here you can find double sided chip breaker. Okay, as per that insert types are available. Here you can observe this is a hole and this is a chip breaker which is on single sided. CNMG. Now 120408 ENMP. So this is a similar type of the chip breaker. Different types of the chip breaker are available. As per that you can select the type of chip breaker and go for insert selection. Next is size. Okay, this numeric value tells us cutting edge length of the turning insert. Okay, and this is described by circle, inscribed circle diameter. Okay, so for equal sided insert 1/4 inch inscribed circle or over, size is equal to number of 1/8 inch increments. For example, for 2 it is 1/4, for 3 it is 3/8, and for 4 it is 1/2. So in the example we have 12 value. For this numeric value it will be this. For rectangles and parallelograms, 2 digits are necessary, digit 1 and digit 2. Digit 1 refers to width in 1/8 increments and digit 2 length in 1/4 inches. That means combination of both 1 and 2, 1/8 into 1/2, or 1 means, as an example here, value for 2 is 1/2. Depth of cut for roughing should never exceed 1/2 the inscribed circle of the insert. Next is thickness. This value tells about the thickness of insert. Okay, a direct value can be considered. Next is corner radius. In example, it is 0.8. That means 1/8 inches. Different values are available. Large nose radius, increased feed rate, large depth of cut, strong edge security, increased radial pressure. And with small nose radius we get small cutting depth, reduced vibration, weak cutting edges. Okay, so last 3 characters are EN, MP. So E stands for cutting edge condition. Okay, means in the example it is E, it is round cutting edge. If it is T, then it is chamfered. If it is S, then it is rounded and chamfered, and if it is a F, then it is a sharp edge. Most of the times it is round cutting edge. Next is N, that is neutral. It is for cutting direction, means this insert can be used for both left cutting and right cutting. Okay, direction of cutting: R is used for right sided cutting, L is used for left sided cutting, and N is used for both sided cutting. And lastly, chip breaker, MP. Okay, this is the design of the chip breaker available. As per that, this can be selected. Considering throughout, we can use this example as CNMG 120408EN BM. So first is a shape, insert shape. C stands for 80-degree diamond. N stands for clearance angle, which is 0. N in the sense no clearance angle. M stands for tolerance. Okay. G stands for cutting face clamp style. It is type of chip breaker and hole. Then this fifth part, 4, 12, 04, 08, EN, BM. Twelve is a cutting edge length. Then thickness of the insert is 6th character. Then 7th numeric character is a nose radius. 8th character is a cutting edge corner, type of cutting edge. 9th is a direction of cut, that is right, left and neutral. And lastly, type of chip breaker. Different shapes are available. As per that, you can select the type of chip breaker. For steel, you can go for that. For stainless steel, you can select these. For cast iron, you can go for that. And for non-ferrous, you can use this. So different insert materials, you gone through earlier. Okay, so available insert materials are cemented carbide. It can be uncoated or coated, ceramates, ceramics. Different type of insert materials are available. You can just read this. Recently, cubic boron nitride, that is CBN, and PCBN, polycrystalline cubic boron nitride. These two insert materials are nowadays having wide application for machining in industry. So whenever you are ordering some inserts with some company, you may get a catalog in which it looks like this, that is CNMG and its other details values. Okay, whether it is coated or not coated, all specification will be available, and as per that you may get the shape. So different type of tool holders are available: M type, T type, W type, P type, C type, S type. Okay, multi-lock. T is for cam lock, W is for wedge lock, P is for profile tool holder system, C is for clamp lock tool holder system, and S is for screw lock. Okay, multi-lock in the sense there is a clamp lock plus screw lock. Combination of C and S is a multi-lock tool holding system. T is a cam lock. Okay, with the help of cam shaped wedge you can lock it. Then wedge shaped. Okay, this is a wedge shaped locking system. Then profile, as per the insert profile you can use profile tool holder. And lastly C type, that is clamp, and S is for screw. Okay, you can observe this multi-lock. This is a seat. Okay, here you are going to put the insert, then pin is there, this is a clamping screw, and this is the clamp. P is for profile, T is for cam lock. So designation of tool holder. Here there are 9 characters in which we can see one by one: M, C, L, N, R. 25, 25, M16 or 1640. Okay, this is in inch and this is in metric. We can go for this. Most of the times we are in our region we are using metric, so we can go for 25, 25, M16. M stands for holding method that we have earlier studied, that is multi-lock, profile lock, screw lock, wedge lock, cam lock. Okay, then second is the insert geometry, the type of insert used. Round, square. This can be similar to the first character of insert designation. This is similar to first character of insert designation. Then third character is a tool style. Depending upon the insert application, okay, whether you are going for facing or turning or grooving or internal boring, then depending on that different tool styles can be selected. Here L stands for edge, angle, offset. Okay, this can be used for both turning and facing. Okay, if you consider this U type, okay, this can be used for boring. Next is N, insert clearance angle. N stands for negative, 0. It should be neutral. Then R, okay, whether it is a right-handed tool, whether it is a left-handed, or whether it is a neutral, depending upon that. Fifth character defines hand of the tool. Then sixth character, square size, the size of the holder. Then seventh character, rectangular size. Okay, this is a rectangular size. Eighth is a insert size inscribed circle. Okay, so here the size of circles, inscribed circle of the insert. And last 16 is the insert size, okay, which should be considered for while selecting the tool holder. Okay, as we have studied the catalog of the insert, likewise there is a catalog for tool holder which will be similar to this. Thank you.